Hold on to your theater seats. Broadway's actors have just voted to approve their new contract, steering clear of a potential strike that could have dimmed the lights on stages across New York. But here's where it gets controversial. Was this deal a hard-won victory for performers? Or did it leave some key issues lingering in the shadows? Stick around to dive into the details and see what this means for the future of live theater. Let's break it down for those new to the Broadway scene. Actors Equity is the union representing professional actors and stage managers, essentially the backbone of theatrical productions. They recently faced off with the Broadway League, the organization overseeing producers and theaters, in intense negotiations that nearly led to a strike, a work stoppage that could halt shows and disrupt the industry. Fortunately, after weeks of talks including a dramatic all-night session with a mediator stepping in, the union reached a tentative agreement on October 18th. Members voted to ratify it, meaning they've officially accepted the terms and avoided the strike. To put this in perspective, imagine workers at a major entertainment company agreeing on better pay and conditions just before a potential shutdown. It's like averting a blockbuster flop before it hits the stage. And this is the part most people miss. It's not just the actors celebrating. The musicians union, known as Local 802 AFM, also secured a tentative deal with the Broadway League on October 23rd, dodging their own strike threat. Their members are still casting their votes on ratification, so the full orchestral harmony might not be complete yet. This interconnected web of unions shows how Broadway's ecosystem relies on everyone, from performers to pit musicians, to keep the magic alive. Diving into the heart of the Equity Agreement, which runs through September 2028, the big wins include a steady 3% annual pay raise on the minimum salary for Broadway performers. For beginners, think of this as a guaranteed bump in what actors earn per show, helping them keep pace with rising living costs in a pricey city like New York. But the real spotlight shines on the health fund improvements, a critical safety net for actors' medical needs, which had been under threat of running into a deficit by May 2026 without more support. The Broadway League, representing producers, agreed to boost their contributions. Currently set at $150 per something, let's clarify, it's per production or performance. Examples show it covers key roles in shows. This will increase by $25 each year for the next 3 years. This extra funding ensures actors can access healthcare without worrying about the fund's stability, like adding extra padding to a safety net before a high-wire act. Equity's executive director, Vincent Jr, summed it up passionately. This was a lengthy negotiation and a thorough one that resulted in progress across all of Equity's priority areas: safe staffing, humane scheduling, sustainable working conditions, and stabilizing the Equity League Health Fund. We are proud of the deal we achieved together, and we know it will make the lives of actors and stage managers better over the next 3 years. With the new production contract ratified, Equity and the League can now continue working together to bring audiences the best Broadway season yet. It's a clear nod to how these changes aim to make long hours on stage more manageable, reducing burnout and ensuring fair breaks. Imagine shifting from grueling rehearsals to family-friendly schedules. From the other side of the footlights, Broadway League President Jason Lax shared his take. We welcome today's contract ratification by the members of Actors Equity. We've worked in good faith throughout this process and are proud to have reached an agreement that both sides can stand behind. The terms we achieved address the core areas of concern for our producers at a time when producing commercial theater is more challenging than ever. These reforms and the contributions in this contract represent real progress for both the industry and our workforce. We look forward to working together to keep Broadway thriving for the 100,000 people whose jobs depend on the theater and the millions who come to enjoy it. Here, he highlights the producer's perspective, emphasizing how tougher economic times in theater production, think rising costs and unpredictable audiences, make these deals essential for sustainability. But let's stir the pot a bit. Is this agreement truly a win-win, or does it shortchange actors by not addressing deeper issues like equity in representation or digital streaming rights that could open new revenue streams? Some might argue the pay raises are modest in an era of inflation, while others see the health fund stabilization as a non-negotiable triumph. And what about the musicians still voting? Could their outcome tip the scales toward more industry-wide demands? What do you think? Does this deal pave the way for a brighter Broadway future? Or was more needed to protect performers in an evolving entertainment landscape? Agree with the compromises or disagree and share why in the comments. Let's keep the conversation curtain rising.